Brent Honeywell. He's going to be a really good pitcher, but I think he's going to fall just under elite levels. His K per nine rate, while good, has slipped a little with each promotion. Uh, again, not saying he's going to be bad, but he's more likely to be a good starting pitcher 2 or a great starting pitcher 3, which is great, but it's not somebody that you're going to go all in for as a prospect. And that's, probably going to start to be what people are going to ask you for if you're looking to acquire him. So I would just kind of, pause a little with how far you want to dive into the waters in trying to obtain a guy like this. If you have him, great. He's going to be good. He's probably, well, we should say with all prospects, they're probably going to, but he's probably going to be good. And again, he's probably going to be really good and desirable in fantasy, just not one of those top 15, top 20 elite pitchers. I project him more in the top 30 to 45 range, more realistically, which is great, but not somebody you want to give away a lot or a ton to get, especially before he's actually reached the majors. And being in the Tampa system, that could be a while. I think there's some guys still ahead of him on the depth chart that will reach Tampa before he does. Jacob Faria being one of them. Blake Snell, who's now starting to look like he's going to be a rotational piece for them. So it's not, the timetable is still up in the air. The one good thing he has going for him is his screwball. And the one reason that's a good thing is because nobody else really throws it. Now that Daisuke Matsuzaka is out of the league. But he'll be 22 in March, and I know Ralph kind of feels similar to what I'm saying. So what are some other things I've missed?
Yeah, I don't know if you necessarily missed anything, but, Honeywell is just one of these guys. He's got a ton of hype right now, and I think a lot of it is because he throws that screwball. So that's what makes him unique. And I think for me, that's cool. Maybe major league hitters haven't seen it. What happens after major league hitters? These guys that are the best at their craft, players that he hasn't really thrown it against, see it a few times, have some tape on it, are able to. Then I'm starting to wonder how plus is this pitch, or is it just sort of a funky story like the gyro ball was for Daisuke when he was coming over and everyone wanted to see it, or these eephus pitches and some of these things that these players throw. So I wonder how much of it is just sort of parody or novelty of the whole thing, and how much is actually his ability. His numbers have been good. He's got solid K per nine numbers. He's got solid walk per nine numbers. Doesn't give up a ton of hard contact, though he is a fly ball pitcher. But the Rays tend to like that. A guy they just got rid of, Drew Smiley, was a fly ball guy. And I actually think that potentially that could open up a spot for him in that rotation. Snell's already penciled in. I think you said like Faria could end up in the major league rotation this year as well. I think, when we look at the Rays rotation mid to late July, I would be shocked if Honeywell's not getting a call within a couple of weeks. I think he certainly makes some starts, like I said, as early as late July, probably August, and definitely September. I think he's going to be a major league starter and probably could reach his limits this year. Maybe just get over the cusp and end up in the rotation starting next year. So I think he's one to watch. He's got a solid floor. I don't think the ceiling is quite as high as a lot of people think it is.
Yeah, so I think we're pretty much in agreement with him. I don't think your timetable is off with him. It's just, like I said, with the Rays, there's some kind of uncertainty with that. And I think the big reason Honeywell's name has jumped up so much is because Snell has already graduated and he was kind of the next guy in line. So he's really kind of the prized arm in the Rays system. And we generally get excited about Rays prospect pitchers because they have a good track record of being pretty good at picking them. So I think
good park too.
Good park. I think there's a lot to like with Honeywell, as you mentioned. I just think reserve your expectations a little bit. Take them down a notch, and you'll be good.